Guys, as you can see here, one of my subscribers requested how to make a 3D intro with Blender. Now, Blender is one tough thing, but as you're my subscriber, I'll do anything you want. Stay tuned. This is Win here, back, and for today's video, I'll show you how to make an awesome intro, just as easy as Blender. Okay, so first part, get Blender. Go to your browser, type in blender.org and hit enter. And then when you get the website, click this button here, Blender 2.7. And when you click this, you'll find this one here. And one problem that I catch is that it's just 600 KB here, and when you install this happens. Unable to uninstall it. Okay, so we just don't need it. We'll trash this guy, and you need this one, 2.76. I have a 32-bit system. You can get 64, and as you can see, it is 64 MB, so it is a legitimate one. I'll leave a link in description for this perfect one here, and let's start it. Okay, so it first computer square requirements. So it's like if your computer doesn't have any requirements, so it will not install. As easy as that, so no hassle after installing. Go ahead and install it. Okay, so now we're done. Finish. And click Blender in your search, and there you should get it. Just go ahead and send it to your desktop, and there it is. All this one is Blender, and you can add it to your animation guy or boom, and I just don't need it now. I also don't need it now. Just trash it. Okay, so installation part is done. Step 2, making your intros. Now if you open a Blender here and think that boom, an intro will come up, no, you need something for that, and this is how Blender looks like. Apparently not for any kids here. It's very complicated. Here's the DV axis, etc. Sorry for that. Here's the camera. So currently, if you're just new to Blender, this might not seem very easy to make your own intros. I mean, you can make your own intros, of course, like editing this and using something text and blah blah blah. But for that you need it. This is called lighting, light, camera, action, of course. No, not your words. So for now's sake, we'll get what is called a Blender intro template. So first of all, quit Blender and go to Google. Now there are plenty of places you can find Blender intro templates. You know which is my favorite? YouTube. Of course. Go to YouTube and just type in Blender intro templates. Yeah, just did that, and Um, Among the most popular ones, you can choose anyone. There are tons of channels and a ton of, maybe there are 2,000 Blender templates, and choose any one of these. For example, this is 100 Blender templates. Remember, these samples are not small. They can be worth 100 of MBs. So of course I cannot show you downloading that, and I'll catch you when this downloaded. Okay guys, so I got my intro here, as you can see, this one. So just go and right click and extract here, and boom, here's your intro templates. It's called the name song template. Just don't move it here. These are both for After Effects and Blender, so we just going to open it with Blender. If it doesn't recognize, you can just go over here and um, quickly browse to your Blender software. This is Blender Foundation. Blender, boom. Always use it, of course, and open it. Okay, so guys, here we are in our intro template more. Everything is made for us, as you can see here, and now we just gotta edit this thing. Now it's not that hard as you think. Just right click here, press tab, and put your name. Aren't they tutorial? And do the same with another one here. Press tab once again and click over the right click, tab, type out RD tutorials. Boom. Now, apparently, as you can see, I'm so dubbed up and this doesn't look cool. Absolutely not. So here's a fun part. You can do anything you want with these intros. So here I'm going to show you some basic thing. Press, while it's in yellow highlighter, press S, and it will tell you to alter its size. So put it in a reasonable size like this. Do same with another right click, S, and then just exactly where it is. You take your time, but take your time, of course. You want to, of course, press S when you're near it. Now, the third and most important part you want to do, if your text is not linear, you have to change its direction to center one. So click this blue arrow here and bring it in center for this one too. And sure, okay. Now, if you want to play this, okay, so it looks perfect. Now, here's some important presets. These are the render presets here, and as you can see, I have everything here. 60 frames per second at 1080p. You can change it to 4K, but that will take a ton of time. Do it 120 FPS if you have a based computer there, and you just keep everything just a little mess on here. Now there is one thing that you gotta take care of is this. You don't want an image of JPG, PNG. You want a movie. Click on AVI RAW. Boom, and keep it where you want. I'll keep it at desktop. Here, this is my desktop. Click accept. And after you're done with your things, if your computer is a wooden PC, don't do this 60 frame per second. But I have a 8 gig RAM computer. Now go over here, click render, and click render animation. Okay, here I've saw it, and now click render, and it will render it one frame by frame, guys. I know that sounds very bad, but yeah. You have what, about 500 frames, and one frame is taking like about 3-4 seconds. Oh, yeah, 3 seconds, of course. So that approximately is about 25 minutes. Okay, and if you have a computer that this is slow, like 4 GB RAMs, etc., coming back in about an hour. But remember, that intro is worth it. You make me